When you hear the name Nelson Mandela, you probably think of South Africa's long fight against apartheid, or the country's first black president, a symbol of peace and perseverance. But what you might not know is that before the global fame, the Nobel Prize, and 27 years in prison, Nelson Mandela was also a boxer. That's right. In his youth, Mandela was an avid amateur boxer. He didn't just dabble in it. He trained regularly and took the sport seriously. But not because he loved fighting. Mandela once said, and I quote, "I did not enjoy the violence of boxing so much as the science of it. I was intrigued by how one moved one's body to protect oneself, how one used a strategy both to attack and retreat." To Mandela, boxing was more than a sport. It was a metaphor for resilience, equality, and discipline. In the ring, it didn't matter who you were outside, rank, race, or background. None of that mattered. What counted was your heart, your focus, and your ability to keep standing, round after round. For a young black man growing up under the crushing weight of apartheid, that idea was powerful. While studying law in Johannesburg, Mandela trained at local gyms, often squeezing in workouts after long days of political meetings and legal work. He was known to spar with friends, work on his footwork, and push himself physically as a way to stay sharp mentally. Even while imprisoned for nearly 3 decades, Mandela used physical exercise, including shadowboxing, to maintain his strength and routine. In his prison diaries, he described doing boxing drills in his cell, proving how deeply rooted the sport was in his life. So, while Nelson Mandela never wore a championship belt, boxing helped shape the fighter he became. Not in the ring, but on the world stage. It taught him discipline, it taught him strategy, and it reminded him that even when you're knocked down, you get back up. Because real champions don't quit, they persevere. Nelson Mandela, freedom fighter, global icon, and boxer. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, drop a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe. For more inspiring stories from history, thanks for watching.